it is 20 years. Does it seem like 20 years to you?
To be honest, it doesn't, because it's gone so quick. It has been. It was unbelievable when you say reunion 20 years. It's like I don't feel that old.
How often do you think about that night?
Not too often, to be honest, because sometimes maybe my kids have just the goal's been on telly or something, and they've asked, but no, never really, because it's. I've been thinking more about the season than the night, but because it was a fantastic season. On the night we just finalised it.
What do you remember about the goal itself?
Not much. I don't think I'll remember anything. I think after I scored, I turned around, looked if I was offside, and then I celebrated like on my knees. That was probably the first time I did celebrate that way, just because their goal scorer did the same early on in the game. So no, I don't remember too much of the goal.
Do you remember the celebrations afterwards, beyond the slide, but when you got the trophy and that moment?
I remember much of it. I remember I was stupid enough to say yes to an interview, so I missed quite 3 or 4 minutes of celebrating. I remember behind the goal with the fans, lifting the trophy. That was just to connect with the fans like that. That never happened again, never happened before, because with the FA Cup, with the league, with the Premier League, we'd won it, call it maybe so many times that we were more in control of our emotions. But there, I think we all lost track of who we were, because it was such a fantastic night. So special.
Do you think that night you actually appreciated what you had achieved that season?
No, not that night. No chance. We just had a party, celebrated just what we'd won. I think in the years after and in the months, we realised and we understood how big a moment that was for our history.
And I suppose looking back now, every year that goes by when it hasn't been achieved again, puts it into perspective and makes that achievement so great.
Yeah, of course, it was a fantastic achievement, and there have been teams that have been close, been in the run-up to it, and then in the end maybe some margins have gone against them. They've lost the semi-final, maybe lost the final, or just at the last hurdle they missed out. So until anyone else does it, we are, I have to say, we are in the history books.
How about it as a realistic ambition for you as a manager to repeat that?
Realistic ambition? I don't think you can say it's a realistic ambition, because it's not happened so many times. It's just the once it's happened. Of course, you've got Barcelona. They've done fantastic in Spain and won the Champions League. But with the Premier League, with the FA Cup and the Champions League, there's so many good teams, and the competition there is so hard that, yeah, it's a dream. It is possible, but realistically, you'll have to have a fantastic season. But why not? You have to aim for it.
Barcelona is a challenge anyway. It's going to be a great moment.
Of course, and we are realistic enough to know that they are one of the best teams in the world, which we can be on a given night as well. I know they are really hunting this Champions League trophy, because Real Madrid's won it 4 out of the 5 last years. So of course that's something for them as well to be going into. That's their mission, because they'll win the league this year. They've got 8 points now ahead. So it's going to be a great night of football, I think. It's going to be some great players on the pitch, both teams. It'll probably be decided on, you never know if it's in the last minute, like against PSG when we got a penalty, but some controversy or some exceptional skill by someone. I've been there once before with my kid. We watched the El Clasico, and it didn't really bring the memories back 20 years of what I achieved or what we achieved there as a team, what I experienced. I think I'll be more focused on just the task ahead.